Agriculture, education, and Palladium ETF all represented in this week's top picks list. Todd, we're going to start with you. You have a farm equipment maker.
Yeah, Lindsay Corporation is the company. LNN is a ticker symbol.
Okay.
They make irrigation systems, primarily used in agriculture markets. That's over 90% of their sales. They also have an infrastructure division that's less than 10% now, and that's not really the story here. The story is agriculture. And last year we saw record droughts across the U.S. And now this year in 2013 we're starting to see farmers buy irrigation systems. They're suddenly realize the importance of this. And that drove a huge Q1 earnings beat back in January. They saw a 33% increase in irrigation revenue, 59% increase just here in the U.S. alone. And that drove a huge earnings beat, huge earnings growth. And that's because of operating leverage. They have a high degree of fixed expenses. And when sales increase, earnings per share increases by a factor of greater than one. It's about 2-3 times for this company. So huge earnings growth story here. Analysts revised their estimate significantly higher for both this year and next year, sent it to a Zacks rank of 1, which is a strong buy. And so very solid earnings momentum here. If you look at the valuation, it's trading at 19 times. You might think, well, that's a little rich here. But if you look historically, they traded about 22 times forward earnings. So it is a discount to that. I think there could be some solid momentum here in 2013 for this company.
Okay, Nina, you have a Palladium ETF.
Yes, the ticker is PALL. Palladium is not as popular as gold or silver or even platinum, but it is one of the precious metals from the platinum group of metals. It is used mainly in auto catalysts, so there's demand from the global auto industry. And both the supply and demand situation look very good as of now for the price. Supply comes mainly from Russia and from South Africa. Russian stockpiles have been going down, and South Africa supply is disrupted because of all this labor strikes and rising production costs. So both are good for prices, and demand is rising from the global auto industry as the economy recovers. And due to new technology, the manufacturers can replace palladium for more expensive platinum, and it is a Zacks rank 2 buy-rated ETF. So everything looks good as of now.
Okay, Kevin, you have a school to tell us about.
Yeah, mine is Grand Canyon Education, ticker LOPE, and they are an online university. And they specialize in the education field, in the growing healthcare field, as well as business. But they also have a more traditional brick and mortar campus in Phoenix, Arizona. What I like about the whole space in general is that if you were to take a look at online enrollments, they have just been on a fantastic uptrend, and this trend looks like it is set to continue. So I think the space in and of itself is growing, and I think all of the stocks that are in that space that are really keying in on the fastest growing employment markets are really going to benefit. If you were to take a look at LOPE in particular, there is Zacks rank of a 1. The projected growth rates look fantastic. In spite of the growth rates looking good, you still have very attractive valuations. And really, the things you want to look at, sales are growing spectacularly, earnings are growing, and they're doing this while margins are growing as well. Looking at it from a chart, they just broke out last week, and I just got in last week as well. They just broke out, but they did so on very big volume, so that is typically indicative of institutional buying. And typically where there is some institutional buying, you're probably going to see more institutional buying, and institutional buying typically will have a big impact on stock prices. So over the short term, I'm looking for a price target of $28. That represents a potential increase of 12%. But for the rest of the year, I think Grand Canyon can get to $34. That represents a 36% potential profit. They're going to be reporting earnings, I believe it's at the end of next week, but I'm positioned expecting them to produce a pretty good number.
All right, and again, this is February the 12th, if you're paying attention to the time reference. So did you say you own it?
Yes.
Okay, anybody else own?
I do not.
There's okay. Thank you all for that, and don't forget to check out other stock picking strategies, and other top stock picks on our website, Zacks.com. Link to them right off the homepage if you're not there already watching this video. With everyone here, I'm Terry Ruffalo.